This is Fluency Module 5, Lesson 18. All right, we're going to start again by counting, this time by tenths. We'll do our first row just regular tenths, and then we go to our whole numbers, and then halves, and then fifths. All right, so let's start. 0 tenths, 1 tenth, 2 tenths, 3 tenths, 4 tenths, 5 tenths, 6 tenths, 7 tenths, 8 tenths, 9 tenths, and 10 tenths. All right, as you would know by now, you know that 0 tenths is going to go to 0, and 10 tenths will go to 1. All right, let's look at that second row. 0, 1 tenth, 2 tenths, 3 tenths, 4 tenths, 5 tenths, 6 tenths, 7 tenths, 8 tenths, 9 tenths, and then to 1. All right, on this next row, we are going to go to find the half. And the half, as you know, half of 10 is 5, so 5 tenths is going to be our half. So we'll start there again with 0. 0, 1 tenth, 2 tenths, 3 tenths, 4 tenths, 1 half, 6 tenths, 7 tenths, 8 tenths, 9 tenths, and 1. And then the last row is going to be going to fifths and finding our equivalencies of tenths and fifths. So 2 tenths is the same as 1/5, 4 tenths, 2 fifths, 6 tenths, 3 fifths, 8 tenths, 4 fifths. We got a lot more fractions finding equivalent ones, don't we? So very last row, let's try that one. 0, 1 tenth, 1 fifth, 3 tenths, 2 fifths, 1 half, 3 fifths, 7 tenths, 4 fifths, 9 tenths, and 1. Alrighty, good work on that. All right, we're going to go on and subtract fractions. So here our question here is how many thirds are in 1? And rewrite the subtraction sentence, renaming the whole number in thirds. So when we look at 1 minus 1/3, we can't subtract it in this form, but we also know that 1, if we were to write it in thirds, would be equivalent to 3/3. So now, if we have 3/3 minus 1/3, as you remember, the denominator is going to stay the same. And we do have the same denominator, so that works. And then we're going to subtract 3 minus 1, and that gives us 2. All right, let's look at the next one. And we're going to ask actually not how many thirds are in 1, but how many fourths. So how many fourths are in 1? 4 fourths. So we're going to rewrite that. 4 fourths minus 1/4. And that's pretty straightforward, right? 4 minus 1, 3 fourths. That worked really great. So let's see if we can do it in this way. Oh, same thing, except we're asking how many fifths are in 1. And you should write it by, say, 5 fifths. So I want you to do this one on your own, pause the video, and come back and see. So you should have rewritten it as 5 fifths minus 4 fifths. And that leaves us with only 1/5. All right. Then, gets a little bit more complicated, doesn't it? So 1 and 1/3 minus 2/3. So I don't know if we can do that. So let's figure out how we can rename 1 and 1/3 as thirds. So if we were to take 1 and 1/3 and do a number bond, we could rewrite the whole, 1 whole, as 3/3. And then we'd have still 1/3 left. And if we put those together, then we have 4 thirds. So then if we subtract the 2 thirds, we're going to be left with 2 thirds. So our answer, 1 and 1/3 minus 2 thirds, is 2 thirds. All right, let's look at the last one. And we're going to do this, again, it's similar. It's 1 and 3 tenths minus 9 tenths. This time, though, let's do it a little bit differently. Let's draw a tape diagram. So last time we used a number bond, but this time we're going to draw in tenths. Let's see if I got it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's our 1 whole, but we have to have 3 tenths more. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So here we have 1, That's 1. And then we have 3/10. So we're going to subtract 9/10. So I'm just going to start at the end and take them away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it looks to me like we've got 4/10 left. We can check that by doing a number bond, and we can start with 1 3/10. And 1 would be 10/10. And we've got 3/10 left still. So that would give us 13/10 minus 9/10, which would give us 4/10. So there are 2 different ways that we've done that and come up with the correct answer there. Alrighty, have a good day.